Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Unit 1, Number 6A, Cadner Avenue, here in Felixstowe. Ladies and gentlemen, what a property. By way of introduction, my name is Tom Hector, representing Rossiter Realty, and it's with a great deal of pleasure that I am your auctioneer here today. Also with me today on my left is Mr. Tom Radcliffe, our clerk, also proudly representing Rossiter Realty. If a modern three-bedroom home is on your wish list, then look no further than this stunning Tuscan-style home, with it being absolutely perfect for retirees or a young couple. I must take this opportunity in thanking the vendor for presenting this property in such an immaculate condition. Talking to the vendor just a few moments ago, he's been overwhelmed with the interest that has been generated since his home has been on the market. This just goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, that Felixstowe is all about affordable living. So secure now before it's too late, and good luck with your bidding here today. This auction is to be conducted under the Joint Real Estate Institute and Society of Auctioneers and Appraisers. Terms and conditions of sale. These terms, along with contract and Form 1, have been available here on site and at our business premises for 3 clear business days prior to the auction. The legal description of this property we are auctioning here today is Allotment 100 in Primary Community Plan 20183 in the area named Felixstowe in the 100 of Adelaide, and contained in Certificate of Title Register Book Volume 5606, Folio 451. Included in this sale today is all fixed floor coverings, all light fittings, all blinds, curtains, window treatments, all built-ins and all fixtures and fittings. Sale will exclude all the vendor's personal furniture and effects, including all potted plants and personal phones. Ladies and gentlemen, the terms and conditions of sale will be as follows. The property is being offered subject to a reserve price. The highest bidder shall, upon the fall of the hammer, be the purchaser, only where the highest bid is at or above the reserve price. The purchaser will be required to come forward, execute a contract and pay a deposit of 10%, with the balance of the purchase price to be paid at settlement. Any variations to either the deposit or the settlement must have the vendor's approval. However, those that have already gained approval from the vendor prior to the auction will stick with their bids here today. Settlement is to take place on the 30th of June 2008, that the auctioneer may bid on the vendor's behalf up to, but not exceeding the reserve price, and such bids shall be declared as vendor bids. Bids are on an unconditional basis, and there are no cooling off rights for anyone who bids and purchases at auction. Upon the fall of the hammer, the property is at risk of the purchaser. The purchaser needs to immediately arrange insurance on the property to protect their legal, equitable interest. Any person bidding shall be personally bound by their bids made during the auction of the property here today. That if bidding for a third party, evidence of the authority and or nomination will be required. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, you are bound as a purchaser. The auctioneer will determine the successful bid, and this determination shall be final and binding. Ladies and gentlemen, are there any questions at this point in time? Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for your question, ma'am. Any future work with this home will require consent from the Nord, Payneham and St Peter's Council, and you'll need to have done all your own research in regard to any future building works. Because this is a courtyard allotment, may I suggest the possibility of a roof extension, subject to local council and community plan approval. Thank you for your question. I wish you every success for your bidding here today. Ladies and gentlemen, any further questions? Yep. Yeah. Thank you for your question, sir. I can appreciate this is a very important time for you and your family. However, there has been a redevelopment here in 1998. Prior to the redevelopment, there was a home, which most probably was yours. I'm quite happy to sit down with you after the auction and introduce you to the current vendors and the successful purchasers. Thank you for your question, and I wish you every success for your bidding here today. This Tuscan villa is set in a peaceful street within close proximity to public transport and shopping facilities, and just 7 kilometres to Adelaide city centre. The surrounding Felixstowe shopping precinct has everything a person wants. You're able to spend little time driving and more time spending. The minute you step through the front door of this home, you feel a sense of peace, European style and luxury. The open plan living with its vaulted ceiling allows you to feel you're in a spacious and comfortable setting. Cooking will be an everyday pleasure in the spacious kitchen area with an abundance of bench and storage space, including all top-of-the-range appliances. With the versatility of 3 bedrooms, new decor, secure undercover garage, and ample communal parking facilities, it's absolutely perfect, ladies and gentlemen, for the young couple. As the sun goes down, entertain family and friends al fresco in your very own courtyard, in the very own private courtyard area, in the true Aussie tradition. You could enjoy treating yourself to a magnificent wood oven pizza at the magnificent Sapporo restaurant, a place I regularly attend, as the pizzas are to die for. Most importantly, the lifestyle is easygoing, with you being able to enjoy a walk along the glorious and picturesque Linear Park and then play around a par 3 golf.